today, na the 18th day of May 2023. 37 more days to election. And today, salon economy, salon and foreign exchange, now one can lay na table. Bintu Sama, thank you for the stars. Trade, even from the past administration, where it look like say dollar be one ton boy picking na salon, then put law say, you know, for transact business inside salon with foreign money. Foreign money. I don't go na one panel restaurant then at the beach side. I think say the food be so fine or the company be so large that are over budget with the Leones who begin at my hand. So I try for us and say, well, now they take dollar. Then say no. Now they take dollar. I don't know if I set them, if you say me be one set them up. Because until you don't go, the one in that lonely beach here. So until you don't go there, you don't use and buy. Or now do the equivalent and give you change per waiting. But they refuse. I be ever come all the way back now, Lumley. Yes, Lumley. A send person, we go there, go change and come back. For able for offset, waiting will be consumed. But right now, certain businesses, not all, but certain businesses don't get the leverage for able for buy and sell with foreign money. Before, that be a crime. So, when this administration come, they be meet the law, then say follow with them. You remember the time where the Bank of Sierra Leone pull the press release? Obidu anaya. Where you not get the $10,000 cap again for go with money in a salon. Well, if you don't remember, the Bank of Salon be don't pull that cap there. Because we dey struggle with foreign exchange. We dey struggle with foreign exchange. And me and you know say, na so they go, zzz, that na the Leone. I do business with person $1,000. That same day, the person they tell, I say, no, na dollar forget. I say, who they give dollar? No, na Leone they give. That same day, na be 16 million for $1,000. Business not go through. Then for giving me $1,000. No joke. Then giving me 16 million back for $1,000. In space of 6 months. In space of 6 months. And give me the 16 million back for $1,000. Who that loss? I mean, loss. Because by the time they give me that same day, the money don't reach 21 million for 1,000. So me 1,000 wagi 5 million gap the between I may value trade and I value the 10 we then give me and back. What to make I dey give you this? Now for make you know why business people rather and prefer forget foreign exchange than the Leone. People that they do business with Leone, they not like her. Because in every 1 month, your money, it don't depreciate. Every 1 month. I been turn the 1st of May, by the 31st of May, in order for turn so. And the longer it go, the more your money they poil. So now I make some business people, as soon as they're able to get that kind of money, then they go change and one time. Most preferably dollar. Then they go change and to dollar one time. Because no matter how that dollar day, it is of more value than the Leone. Yes, now you want the dollar. So now I make even the one them where they rent bodos. Self them begin charge $1. Bintu Sama, thank you for the stars. Samuel Allen, thank you for the stars. Mosdi, thank you. Abdul Kamar, thank you. Bintu Sama, Abdul Kamar, Bintu Sama. Just don't start. Nobody know and give stars. Una thank you. This is the reason why I make people then prefer forget foreign exchange, forget forex. Forget that money we know to Leone. I talk with a business person the other day. He tell me say he lose almost 200 million. 200 million I lose in space of 1 year. Because in business way they do, now in dollars, now in the order. And some people like can take the business when later then they can pay. So even that trust business now, it's not good for the day. Because I sell you now, the exchange rate the idea now, I able for capitalize and get me foreign exchange, I'm good. Through that Finance Act, outside the government of Sierra Leone promise World Bank for selling and no worry. IMF for selling and no worry. Let it just chill. Because then get discovered. Because the other they leak pawi and not get for funny. So inside there, the government through the Bank of Salon don't see this still they do for people them tell and say let them not get nothing for do it dollar and not right too. Let we allow them. You know, side them begin for allow. The Freetown International Airport. The business is the way they did. Now can transact business with foreign exchange. That first airport, you they able for do foreign exchange day. You give them your dollar, pounds, Japanese yen, anywhere you get, then give you the Leone. But this one, I say now the duty free way they you can able use your foreign exchange. So wait. Now for the make una do now for the airport. Restaurant where inside the airport. That new airport can do business like that. with foreign money. But the one where they out of the airport, even then a lunge they not allow for do business with foreign money. Did you get it? I say the one where they inside the airport legally you do business with foreign money. If you want buy, if you get foreign money change for you can give her. But how they not do? No. Na Leone's na you for use. So preference to the one that was inside the airport. Anyway, the Bank of Sierra Leone, I want to pay attention because I get for action certain thing there. When I imagine from yesterday, where lights go off, lights come for 40 minutes now at Alo, and now lights come back. I tell you, say, me as light card get notification. That's what I do. So anytime I see don't I had the talk. Just no more say. I mean a correct guy. Lights just come right now. If you not believe, call person. I'll ask and see if lights don't come and when. Alright. Bank of Sierra Leone say make them educate we. You know, say when I did diaspora, na yat Sierra Leone, so couldn't build the bridge. So anything okay, as we are foreign, we don't can say top. Let we listen. Fabian and Samuel Wise. Now they engage Bank of Salon. Tiki police have go the kind inside they want him. Fabian, they are laid the premise for we first bar. Yeah?
In this segment, recently Parliament of Sierra Leone approved amendments to the Bank of Sierra Leone Act.
Parliament of Salon. That last minute thing where they knew. Hey, Papa God. Anyway, they make amendments. And the act to the Bank of Salon they use.
2019 referred to as the Bank of Sierra Leone Amendment Act 2023.
Bank of Sierra Leone Amendment Act 2023. The one will be getting 2019. The amendment now 2023.
Authorizing use of other currencies in Sierra Leone for transaction purposes.
Where it don't get some business then now the rights for use foreign money in a salon for do business.
Under certain conditions. Now these conditions are to be prescribed by the Bank of Sierra Leone.
But not to Solomon, you just go back you go do a more. You get guidelines, you get rules and regulation, you get condition them. You get thing where you for do for make it happen. Well, they one and day. Now they can talk about.
The Bank of Sierra Leone has issued guidelines that provide for the conditions under which other currencies can be used for transactional purposes in Sierra Leone. So what are the amendments that Parliament approved? And what are the guidelines issued by the bank to give effect to the same? This morning to discuss this issue, we have Thomas Boima, Deputy Director of Financial Market Department, Bank of Sierra Leone. Good morning. Thanks for joining us.
In two days, so Fabian not lay the premise for me. Uncle Boima, Thomas, unbelieving. This is not believing. Uncle Boima, tell where I do first.
Thank you for having me.
You know, tell I do. Now, thank you, say. All right. Fabian, shoot.
Talking about authorizing other currencies to be used in Sierra Leone, let's get that clear. When we say other currencies, Is that like a whole basket or there are limitations?
He say, we say other currency them. It mean other currency, bam, elefandi. Or you get specific, you get one that will go say, na dollar, pounds, any other one? No. He say, we say other currency them. What do you mean?
Well, there is no limitation.
There. Other currency na other currency. Apart from Salon money. Any other country money, na I mean. Any other one. So even the Guinea money, what they say, in 7 bar, ki able buy and sell with them. Not all man the person can begin to register because in the run Guinea and back, it begin to happen in tenants then in a landlord, it begin to say, now SFA, now not for pay me. Because because you don't send a Guinea and back in the road. Eh? Alright.
Because when we say other currencies, we are talking about international currencies.
Yeah. Who say other currency? We just missing no to Salon money. Any other one?
But of course, we know that the major currencies are the pounds.
They say, but so they talk this, would they look for the one the way na kaiba them pa money business, like that money na England, the pound,
the US dollars.
and then you see, you know say dollar no more, you no go take Liberia yun. Eh? America then dollar.
The Japanese yen.
The one at Japan, the yen.
And so on. But there's no limit to the currency to be traded in.
But any other one, but no put say na this or that one day. As long as not to Salon money.
This decision, I'm tempted to ask you, why that decision?
Feel the struggle for us and say why? Eh? Why?
I remember that during the days of President Koma, we received text messages.
He said, I remember the term from EBK Yuntem. We be get text message now with phone. Who say the one we say na crime? Okay.
Prohibiting the use of such currencies for transactions in Sierra Leone. And even during President Bio's initial time in office, that was still maintained, prohibiting the use of such currencies in Sierra Leone. How then have we come to that point now where we're saying we could use them for transactional purposes in Sierra Leone?
Trade, una say, bam, nobody. You go get into trouble if you use them. Waiting not happen now. Waiting not happen now. Eh? Okay. Well, for make una say, we for able for use now. Uncle Baima, what's happen, sir?
There are transactions by their nature.
It says some transaction in there. Some buy and sell business day. Now buy you the do
that are supposed to be really done in foreign currencies.
He say some certain buy and sell day. When you look camping, at Tranga no more them they make. You not talk that part. He say, but you for able for do am with money we need to Salon money.
For example.
Now, I want to give you an example.
There are some payments that by virtue of their...
You see, Uncle Bama, they take 10 the drag in word of them, eh? It says some payments then they by virtue of them waiting.
The nature of those transactions.
Some payments then they by how then they. Eh? But how then they?
That must be done in foreign currency.
Must be done in foreign currency. So now, after we were told to not trade or transact any business, it was a crime. Now, Uncle Boy Madite, we say certain transactions, by their nature, they should be traded in Forex. Okay. Uncle, continue.
Contracts that are denominated in foreign currency.
Okay. Contract where they go into contract with person, but where na foreign money, na then they quote. Contract, landlord, and tenant get contract say $5,000. And then they anyway, it go break and down for we. It say contract where waiting and the rights pan paper get for do foreign money
that have been approved by Parliament should be done in foreign currency.
Okay, this time now, landlord, tenant, not all now. This then say by Parliament should be done in foreign currency. So get contract in a salon where Parliament say approve. Where they be done by foreign currency. No wonder. Not to $1,500 the candidature fee. Na ECSL. $1,500. Okay. Okay. So Parliament approve dollar pay money. Uncle, continue.
There are some payments that should be done in foreign currency by the fact that we been signatories to agreement and some protocols.
This you we deeper first. Now I don't understand. So we get agreement in treaty. We get an only term. We don't get her. Trade them be the same na crime. We don't get her. Because the question will be, why? Why now? Why change now? Only so they talk, so we be sign and trade, but we been still say no transaction. Why?
That we should allow them to be done in foreign currency. And of course, there are some projects that are denominated in foreign currency and for which funding are coming from abroad, that we can allow to be done in foreign currency.
Funding coming from abroad, we get project you the bill. Now that they talk, okay, you. This is a government business that they talk about too. Not say you the bill where you get building projects, where you funding they come up from abroad, so the person where they send to. Western Union and a dollar. Alright. Cryptocurrency, Solomon left. Okay. We don't recognize them. Lord go.
And so on that basis, the bank held some extensive consultations with key stakeholders and came to realize that it is necessary that
you say now the time after the bank get consultation with key stakeholders then now the time the bank realize now the time the bank talk back
and came to realize that
after they don't talk to key stakeholders then came to realize that waiting
it's necessary that that section, which is section 26 of the BSL Act 2019, to be amended.
So after they don't talk to key stakeholder them, I tell they realize, you know what thing? That side will be put inside the 2019 Act, we need for amend them.
To allow businesses of such nature.
Businesses of such nature. And you just tell not forget to that flower pot. Where them be damaged. Na parliament. Na be US dollar. Eh? Alright.
To be done in foreign currency.
This amendment now, you know, when you, for the ordinary citizens, you hear this, you get the temptation to say, I could also start selling a cup of pepper in dollars.
Nah. It's so when you know that, man, Phoebe and say, well, let me save that woman where they sell pepper. Let me save triple. What harvest me pepper? I go begin charge with the dollar. Eh? I go begin charging dollar. What harvest me pepper? Phoebe and they ask. So well, they sell pepper, self go begin charge, but they can pay me in dollar. We get the old Leone, we get the new Leone, we get the dollar.
What are the limitations? What are the guidelines for these transactions in foreign currency?
Except for let that woman where they sell pepper, knock out them to we. Waiting they inside this thing for them one day. There should be guidelines. Not of people like oh now they put it back. No, wait.
Well, the guidelines is very clear on that.
It say waiting and put by the paper is clear. Waiting I put so.
It's not every business.
Oh, not so every business so. People calm down. We don't begin say we want sell you pepper in dollar. You sell you corn in dollar. No, calm down. Not every business. Uncle Boyma, you say waiting?
It's not every business.
It's not every business. I meant say no, but people, you funding they come up from overseas. That is true. It's true though. Okay.
That has to be done in foreign currency.
Not all business that they do in foreign currency. So you landlord will be done ready. You not all business. Uncle Boyma.
For example, like I said, we have contracts that are denominated in foreign currency.
Uncle Boyma just take a contract, no more contract. So contract where they put pan foreign currency. Me for be don't go for I actually say whose contract to? Because is it private, government? Whose contract? Because there is a contract. Whose one? It's a contract where they put pan foreign money. Contract where they put pan foreign money. Two people in the sign contract, then they put foreign money there. But anyway, let's continue for listening.
Which have been approved by Parliament.
Again, contract to put foreign money when a Parliament approve. So this is not a government business force. They say approved by Parliament. So you landlord, if you want for make you tenant pay $1, you never can go Parliament. Say Parliament go approve. Alright.
That can be done in foreign currency.
That business where Parliament approve, $1. I just use dollar, not to send a dollar no more, euro, pounds, and anyone. But dollar ain't easy for you for the talk about,
We have projects that are donor funded.
Projects that are donor funded. If this has to do with government, yeah? Now so them be done they operate from term. Government project and so. From 10 or so them be done they operate. So it is not even new. Or then just want to make an now official and legal. Okay.
And for which may require maybe payment for services in foreign currency. Maybe you may need to hire expertise from abroad and so that can be done in foreign currency. But then, of course, there are some businesses.
Okay. So don't the one they will get for go parliament. Eh? We don't the one there. Now they come to businesses we able for do this foreign exchange business.
That the guideline has specified.
So whose business them when they inside this guideline?
Like duty-free shops.
Duty-free shops. Who shall get there? Now one guy shall get duty-free shop. Now we one guy airport so get. Eh? Duty-free shop.
Hotels and restaurants.
Hotels and restaurants. Hotels and restaurants. Okay.
Located at the international airport.
Hotels and restaurants located at the international airport. Talk that one day back for we there, Uncle Baima.
Like duty-free shops, hotels and restaurants located at the international airport.
Now the one them were located inside the airport. And they talk about too.
Of course, we know visitors coming in may definitely wish to trade in foreign currencies.
So, then they talk like for say, now for where they go, now we want for buy and sell, and the money they all can go with.
You don't want to expose them to exchange risk because.
Talk and back, ba. That's why they care for now. Listen, my what they say. They say that for now, so listen.
May definitely wish to trade in foreign currencies. You don't want to expose them to exchange risk because they don't know the exchange rate, and so therefore you could allow them to.
For the basics.
Wait, Fabian, wait. Because Kuboima say, now for we where they go, visitors, where they go, because you not know the exchange rate. The risk where they pan that, now I make. But then get bureau them. Then get foreign exchange centers them inside the airport. This part here where they talk so. This part where they talk so. Bang! So this part here. Our Lord.
The local in-country transaction, we already have landlords who demand USD.
Okay. In Tinker we go to airport, Phoebe and Nonka out inside town. He said then landlord they ask for dollar. Would they ask for dollar? Then landlord they
For rent. People buy and sell vehicles. They demand USD for such transactions.
Yes. You say sabi that. Most of who they came on Chicago Saloon. Now the dollar now want because one turn back with money. Yes. Well, I'm selling Mutkaya. Hey, this is 10 grand. You say they go for $20 and I left to you. We all get that market. May I get to? I don't know if you get. Like Kautamos, I check all. Go to one safe again. I check all. All right. Let's continue.
With the amendment, what does it say to such transactions in country?
You they carry go airport. No, can a tongue. Then landlord them. Then when the work you want sell them mutuka $1. Now they ask for. What's in this paper say about they one and day?
Going to the supermarket, buying in USD. Going to the mall, buying in USD. What does the amendment say based on the guidelines? Where does it leave such transactions? Have they become legal now, or?
The guidelines very clear on the specific businesses.
Listen, he said the guideline is very clear about the specific business. Eh? So landlord now, you want sell motoka, this and that too. Listen to Uncle Boyma.
Payment of rent to landlords is not allowed under these guidelines.
Landlord, you not allowed. Even though we all know say landlord there na dollar they take. We all know that. But anyway, Uncle Boma say it is not allowed.
The guidelines specified businesses. Like I said, we are talking about hotels, we are talking about duty-free shops.
All thing I airport dey paso.
We are talking about restaurants.
But wait. Hotels? We get hotel inside the airport? Anyway, say hotel.
Resident at the Lungi International
So for the
Airport.
restaurant,
He say resident at the Nunge International Airport. What are they tap the hotel lady? Well, this now for the hotel where they get for bill in the future. They don't make provision for them already. Eh? Okay. Phoebe, I'm still not left among. Phoebe, continue.
and hotels that are not at the Lungi International Airport, are they prohibited from doing transactions in foreign currencies?
Simple question. Now, in say hotels, duty free shop, restaurant, but now the one they inside the airport. Phoebe asks and say, okay, well, what do you want the one they inside it?
Well, looking at the guideline is silent on that.
He say that question there for say the one them we know the inside it. He said the guidelines set not, but then one they need. He not talk about them. Eh? He not talk about them. So my wife get opportunity now.
Which to me is not part of the beneficiaries.
He said because the guidelines set not by the one they wouldn't do, that means to say, well, let's have not for enjoy that buy and sell per foreign money.
So it covers only those at the airport?
Yes.
Aha. So you want to say, now the one that inside the airport, no money cover? Ask and back clear answer.
So it covers only those at the airport?
Yes.
Now Uncle Boy must say, yes. Yes, now the one at the airport, no more. Hotel will not get at the airport yet. But anyway, they are covered. Whenever they come, then they no worry.
For now.
For now.
But just out of curiosity.
Samuel say, no, wait, well, like I say.
But again, it did not say those outside the airport should not transact.
He say you say the tune, right? He said not. He not talk. So because he not talk, that means to say, well, then they wouldn't do back in Noah. Samuel, why is the axe?
You're saying it's silence on it. So there is clear.
No, it's very clear. That's what I said. The guidelines identified the areas.
So, he say clear. Now, waiting the guideline talk about. Who say not talk? Now goodie.
Like I said, duty-free shops.
Bam, inside airport.
Hotels.
We not get hotel inside airport anyway, but hotel
and restaurants.
And restaurant inside airport. I make a one say like if say government own transaction will be done the happen in parliament from them. Now so them be done the do with foreign exchange. The only new one now this airport. So this part, I don't know for you. Me think to say them put an eye now for the airport. Now them put an for. Which is not a bad thing. Because duty free shop, if we're able for most duty free shop where they go, we're able to transact in the country in currency. You transact in pounds and you're able to transact in dollar. Mostly way you kind on, is it Brussels and even France? Yes, you able use euro, dollar, and pounds. Me, I don't use that. Then 3, I don't use them. I don't know for you. So that one day, yes, it's obvious. But let it go no more.
At the Lunge International Airport. So it's specific.
Would that not be a little bit bring about confusion? So at the Lunge, for example,
listen, no, because the talk say na the airport. So my wife say, well, come. Uncle Boy, come. This one not go begin confusion because Lunge one no say this new airport no get hotel.
there is the airport hotel.
That's the one they na do.
And so if foreigners are coming in with foreign currencies, be it pounds, euro, Japanese yen, RMB, or dollar, and they just travel to one of the hotels along the beach roads with their foreign currencies, are they not permitted to do business with those foreign currencies?
Okay. Still yet, these other areas them they accept. We mostly will go now. They would go chill. I explain you my experience where I go. I think I meet up a couple of friends who pass with and be on my hand. So because of that, I be need more Leone because I ask them say, hey, una they take dollar, then say no, they know they take them. I make I say I don't feel maybe sometimes if I be one set them up, they not agree. I be give a send person go normally go change, come and can follow up the money and pay. So in that instance, then some wise the action say, well, I want a beach road. Still yet, we na the diaspora, we don't pass through airports. We don't can inside tongue now. Can we still do business with them? If you say, because initially say, because of we not go know the exchange rate and then thing and they now I make. What's your Uncle Boy say?
Well, like I said, we are here to discuss what is contained in the guidelines.
Uncle Mama, lie. You know go say what's in then at the guidelines now for talk. Questions come up. Una not be discussed up. Una not be thinking that way they. They ask you questions say well wait to. You say na for we. Well, we don't left the airport. I still get me dollar. I can't a beach for can chill. One pay. So the hotels them and the restaurant and a beach not for take up. So nothing say na disadvantage to them since the one in the airport already they take up. Uncle Bama say waiting.
Well, like I said, we are here to discuss what is contained in the guidelines.
Uncle Bama say no go deal. Me no it make a there. Now for me could discuss what to put by this paper. Anything no dey by the paper. We not for talk butter. Is it? No, go talk about answer. Well, now that one they make you come for can explain to me. Or you not be study fine.
Yeah,
And the guidelines is specific.
And the purpose of the conversation is
Phoebe and say, wait, Sammy, wait. Well, I come back. The man say they come for can explain to the public. We the public could ask some question. I say no to that they come for. Phoebe, what he say?
well is also to educate the public because again, this is new and it's confusing. You also don't want a situation where people find themselves flouting out of ignorance. So again, we need to establish the areas where it's covered, the areas where it's excluded. So yes, that needs to factor into the conversation.
Well,
Phoebe and say, this one we want to no, come back. That question will ask you. We still mean them. Say, why make the one in a airport? Now then for receive. The one they waiting by the beach road, not for receive.
all I can say here is that if you are a hotel operator,
all you can see. He say, okay, what ain't go able to talk now since they don't quit somebody the question. If you the operate hotel, if you get hotel
outside of Lunge,
outside Lunge,
and you think you want to benefit from this one,
And you think say you want benefits from this?
I would advise that maybe you contact the bank.
Okay, hotel operator. Uncle boy must say, if you save one for buy and sell, power that money they will need to sell money, make you contact the bank. Now they want add them by the guideline. Since now then make the guideline, because as for parliament, you don't close.
By way of maybe request.
Okay, so you can request from the bank
for exceptional approval.
So that then go turn the eye other side for you. Okay.
Maybe the bank will look at your operations, and then maybe if there is wisdom.
You go to the bank, you go talk to them, then the bank go see how they operate. Then the sense where the bank gets.
And then maybe if there is wisdom.
The sense where the bank get.
In that, then it can be approved.
Then go able look at me and say, you. Go ahead. So now so you don't turn. Okay.
Would this not add to the pressure of the demand for the USD and the pounds, particularly in the country, which again comes back to affect inflation rates on the goods of commodities, on the prices of commodities, I beg your pardon?
He said this one I don't do so. Hey, who money there for sit up on keep. Don't know, I don't can add this. Not all that one I don't add so for let the Leones in. Nine that so for them. Not all that one I add so. Uncle Bonma. Now that one, sir.
No, madam. In fact, it's the other way around.
He said no. No. In fact, I see and so. Now the other way for the look am. How?
This guideline is meant actually to reduce the pressure you are talking about.
Because Fabian say, well, no say, forget foreign exchange na salon, it's ranga. He said this one I don't can get right so now. Not too more pressure for make people and go for foreign exchange. Now I say no. He say in fact, it they reduce that pressure day. How, Uncle Boyma?
Mind you, there are contracts that are denominated in foreign currency, but payments we are done in local currency.
Foreign contracts them. When they write in foreign money, then they pay them in local currency. We Parliament approve. Me I want see this one we talk some Kubama. Me I want see. For say Parliament approve, $1 million. Then go pay that money they in Leone. I want see. Hey, but anyway, now so you say,
and so the resources were then used to fetch for foreign currency in the local in the private market.
This is how they talk so safe. They sign contract in look on a beer yeah. Look go over and back. Because this example we rangi. Let's see if it makes sense to you or if it makes sense to me.
Foreign currency, but payments we are done in local currency.
Okay. Then sign in dollars, but then pay in Leones. Then sign in dollars. They're not going for strain for go fend first the Leones. They're not going for strain for fenam. Unless if I know they get some more. Eh? Unless if I know they get them. But let's continue, huh? Let's listen fine.
And so the resources were then used to fetch for foreign currency in the local in the private market.
How you go say? Would them be signed? Now Leone stand the pay. Don't you say? Would them be they go look for the dollar? Then they be they give pressure. Okay. Now let family let them listen and full. Yeah?
The resources were then used to fetch for foreign currency in the local in the private market, which was in itself putting pressure on the rate. So in effect, this amendment is meant to reduce the pressure that we are currently facing in the foreign exchange market.
Okay. Government not the strain force for get forex. Government not the free. Igbo Bank of Salon I didn't again. So who that again we cover, because apart from government approved by parliament, because private business people and they carry them business go na parliament for approval. Approved by who that? Parliament. So law pull out one day force. Law pull on the common road. Law can out to the one way in grief for. Where the guidelines cover airports. What are they again? Hotel and restaurants. They not force nobody for buy and sell in dollars. But this one they embedded in this contract where they go approve na parliament. So what are they again can go na parliament for approval of contracts? What are they again? So some of the companies them way they provide like the passport. The passport was approved. So when I ever begin saying that they had dollar on our want. If they do that day, well I'll just no more now see the pressure go there. Who are they again? I'm still struggling to find the companies. I not say they not do. But I dey struggle for find the company them where Uncle Boyma dey talk so. Where parliament they approve. Who saw that one? Who saw that one? Ahmed they say, he say, Triple it means say the resources them where then collect, then receive them in local currency. And when then they pay back to the lender, then get for scout for foreign. But it's the government though. It's the government. Now make a try for find a company. Because the government the Bank of Salon. The Bank of Salon, now they sort that one day out. Bank of Salon, now then can come with the help per fear, let's say they step in. So I don't think say the government don't ever strain for get foreign exchange. Okay, you go on for say who that? EDSA. EDSA is an institution by the government. So let's say they want for payback to CLSG because $9 then they pay the one and they want for pay the car power ship because now in foreign exchange then they pay them. Then they collect in loans. How this app? I'm still trying to get how it app. I'm not saying no app, but I'm able to understand them. How? Because if you have for EDSA they go to the Bank of Salon. If they want to be said so na street they go on and then bank they go and strain for say they want go pick up our ship una can give me. No. So getting the local currency, but you get to go pay in dollar. How this one help? So the one that they do business in dollar, we get to go pay back in dollar. Then they can begin charge you in dollar. No, that's not what the guidelines is saying. Eh? All right, slow continue.
What are we not getting right as we try to wrap up? What are we not getting right in terms of monetary policies? So Fabian mentioned the decree then under the APC regime for the non-transaction US or foreign currencies in Sierra Leone. Coming back, there have been different policies from the current bank governor. I mean, giving cap with withdrawals of foreign currencies and all of that. And now with this amendment, what are we not getting right?
Now the question Samuel is asking, he said with all until they don't know, what you know they get correct? Because still, it look like say 1 + 1 now they make 2. Eh? It look like say 1 + 1 now they make 2. What you know they get? Okay.
Well, you know, the bank would want to take actions based on informed judgment.
Okay. The bank can want to do something based on what they actually tell them.
Of course, like you said, there was a time that this trading in foreign currency was prohibited,
Right.
and that was based on the law.
Mm-hmm.
Now the bank has, based on its discussions with relevant stakeholders, have seen reasons to allow the use of foreign currencies.
There again. Now, different from trade. Trade, how the bank see them, they address them. Now, how they see them, that's so then they address them. How the problem they come, that's so the bank they try to solve the problem them.
In certain transactions. So basically, we are like looking at the situation, conditions prevailing in the market, and recent development in order that our laws reflect current market development.
So Phoebe talked about inflation rates. Now the exchange rate is also a crisis. What will be the impact? Because already we have, I mean, we're seeing the depreciation of our Leone every now and then to a point that we now have a projection of it being 2.6 million in June.
Aye. People in they say, Sammy, why is the accent say? Some man say by June next month, $100 go don't cost 2.6 million. Because right now, I say 2,350,000. Or if family money look good, use the new money, just say 2,350. Eh?
For $100, I mean, that in the old Leone. So what would be the impact of this initiative, whether it's going to cushion or worsen the situation?
He said this one I don't count so. He get for can make the thing worse, or he get for can make like if you a pillar you put there, not to stone. Because for the bank governor, the video the way they come up for and outside they dance no more. Now this is left whipper in the dance. Wahala no dey.
Well, it's actually meant to reduce the inflationary pressure we are seeing currently.
Na in talk o. You see, wetin dem do so, then they try to reduce the inflation. Eh? Okay.
Because as we are aware, The role of exchange rate depreciation has been significant in pushing up prices.
He said that aware, say, because how the dollar they work a now make price just they go up. Eh?
And by allowing businesses, certain businesses, to now trade in foreign currency, we will begin to see the pressure from the foreign exchange angle.
Certain businesses for do buy and sell per foreign money, we will now begin see better. How much business they say airport? Eh? Because the only business I see, when we don't see right now, we talk about the one at airport. Is say the other one for Cantonais. Well, the one the Parliament forcing lock right now. Okay.
Moving downwards, and that will likely help to stabilize prices.
So, because certain business go begin buy and sell with money only to salon money, it go up. I hope say this not a textbook economy, the remote control. So
what are your final thoughts on this? How would you ensure that the public is well informed about these guidelines and the types of businesses that are approved to go on using hard currencies?
Sam, why say how the public will able understand say this business or this business mix or this one no mix?
Also, although the bank has granted permission to certain businesses to transact in foreign currencies, there are requirements.
You know, yeah? Certain businesses for do business per money to salon money requirements there.
That these businesses will need to conform with. One is that if you are not a licensed dealer, foreign exchange dealer,
if you're not a licensed foreign exchange dealer, first you not send at airport. Okay.
the resources that you obtain from these transactions, you must either deposit it into your foreign currency account.
So if you know to license dealer, let's say now, I sell me motor car. $10,000, then give me 10,000. What your uncle boy may say? I forget a foreign exchange account. A salon. Where I forgo put that money there. I forgo put the money. Alright, slowly listen, yeah?
Or you can sell it to authorized dealers.
Or I go to them dealer then. I go sell the 10,000. I go sell out to them.
That is banks or foreign exchange bureaus.
Are you going to foreign exchange bureau? You go sell and
Or you can use them to make payments, international payment to a licensed commercial bank.
Or you can use them for make payment to a licensed commercial bank. International payment.
Are these clear red flags that our beloved, adored Leone, is at the point of it being extinct?
Why? So why say Uncle Boyma, Bodia, for say this will Leone. This will be love Leone. Na die in the die so, e get for can loss. Like salt na plazas. That the road that they work so. What you Uncle Boy say?
Are these red flags? Should we be worried as a country?
No, we should not be worried.
It's because of my wife they say for begin worry. No. Say cross your leg, open mega cola or Sierra water and drink lustily. Because nothing not there for worry about.
Of course, the permission is specific to transactions because by their nature, for example, if a project is funded from abroad.
If a project is funded from above, I get me fam. Now I've got me money to come out. Are you talking about me?
Of course, we expect foreign currency.
But me or me send me money. Okay, you expect foreign currency. Atabo.
To fly, and therefore, if you have to hire services from abroad, definitely.
So you expect foreign currency to fly in? You get for require services from abroad.
You will need to pay for that services in foreign currency.
You get for pay in foreign currency for that service name.
And so it is not like it's any red flag on our currency.
So if you get for pay for service, who side they go pull the dollar? Who side you get for go pull the dollar? Okay. Bank of Salon say yes. Go ahead. Trade. But who side you get her?
Our currency remains a legal tender.
Well, yes, the Leone, the sweet beloved Leone, a legal tender.
And for transactions that does not qualify.
For the one that will not qualify.
Under the guidelines are still to be done in domestic currency.
You will not find yourself inside this. You get for buy and sell pan the Leone.
Out of curiosity, let's get a clarification on this.
Enoki like that side, the way you see them begin say out of curiosity, Enoki leka. Una all will get assignments now. Sooner they ask you for something where Uncle Boy man they can't talk, yeah?
Do the guidelines speak to salaries of public servants and even people within the private sector to be paid in USD?
Yeah. Salary. We see outside Parliament say $50,000, and then for pagan to the dollar, because they know say if they get the price now by the next 2 years, you know what nothing. I made them $10 for pagan too. It says so salary them for government officials or private people them who then go begin to ask this and say for pay them $1. What's in the guidelines say?
Not at all.
The guidelines say, not so here.
It does not cover salary payments.
Salary payments don't mix so. Let us don't come meet me just and say, na dollar, na I get for begin pay. The workers then at the farm. I say, well, we don't hear you. They say, once the project is being funded from above, we need for do I mean dollar. Bank say no.
We are talking about receipt and payments for goods.
Receipt and payment for goods.
And services of selected businesses. Like we said, hotels, restaurants, and duty-free shops.
You see, we see Uncle Boy grip as a bump. Where see grip and so? Now you know more. Restaurants, hotels, duty free shop. No more, no less.
All right, not even expats. Expatriate being brought into the country.
Then the question, let's say, what about the expats that wouldn't kick out with? Eh?
Are covered in this.
Well, for expatriates,
Expats get they don't know okay follow them money then come.
of course, even based on the old law,
Yeah, it's struggle for answer this one.
they were paid in foreign currencies.
Okay.
You don't believe what I tell you? Most of the thing when you talk, that name it don't happen. It don't happen. The only new one I see now for the airport. But anyway, you not ready for check the website?
So the law did not prohibit that at all.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
And lastly, how can the general population get access to the guidelines?
You want to get access to the guidelines? You want? Listen.
Well, of course, the guidelines have been gazetted, published, but you could also get the guidelines from our website, the Bank of Sierra Leone website.
Now he say, we able get them from the website. He say Bank of Sierra Leone the website. All right.
And we have also published the guidelines in newspapers. So if you contact the newspapers, you can get all of that.
If you contact the newspaper them, you go able get all of that. No. Una the website to wango.
Would you care to kindly share the web address for the Bank of Sierra Leone, please?
Simple one. Fibian say, but there share the web address for we. Famulem. I not stop nothing no. Yeah, I not stop nothing. Listen back. Where Fibian they ask him.
Would you care to kindly share the web?
See how long you get for take for answer.
Well, it's
1, 2, 3, 4,
it's
5.
www.info.
www.info.bsl.gov. Give me and back. Somebody check that one day for we there. Check them for we.
It's www.
You know, www.info.bsl.gov. .sl. Give me and back. Somebody, when I not check it.
It's www.info.bsl.gov.sl.
You see, Andy? Eh? You see, Andy, by www. Waiting.
It's
www.info.bsl.gov.sl. Eh? You see, Andy? But una no one for check. Eh? Santigi, you don't put the info there. Una no one for check. Anybody able reach that page there? I'm tired. Eh? It don't say bsl.gov.sl. Not to say see. Although so say oh, a person no come begin can talk waiting, you know see. No can add na ya. No add. Uncle Boyma, give me one more thing.
It's www.info.bsl.gov.sl.
You fair now? If the website where he call not exist, why is he there? Eh? Why did he? Papa God. That same force way spend. That 5 seconds from when they ask the question. You ask me now waiting I say a network website. I like you wake me for sleep as Sabia. That 5 seconds will take. I was like, that's a bomber right there. Any way they can give if it been don't say safe, are not able for recall and right now, it will be fine. If will be fine for say the website right now, I not go able for give now because we dey work on them. Fair we balance the question. You can do everything in Sierra Leone, but who put on at this table? Why make some man not like we? What put on at this table? Uncle Burma, you fall.
Thank you very much.
Okay, who self tell you na thank you? And get luck safe. Phoebe and no check am before. Let them tell us, Uncle Burma, this thing no work. This website will give you so it not look correct. But I think they just take Sierra Leoneans for granted. For say, we go, they just talk here. We talk, and they check. lie. Who can how they check? Who they check now? Yeah? They can make a quick one. Yes, friend, what you get for we, sir?
Yeah, thank you, AAA, for giving me a platform, and thanks so much for talk with through all this interview and get through this person with the help and the bank communication. This now, what you say, a good idea done badly, because at that point, the more they try for us come towards the end, why we get it wrong, why they don't pull this pattern, why they don't change this, why they work. Because all we know say the central bank now they're responsible for money in business, how them go make the currency or then they use the worker any value. Now then they for that one the monetary. So now then they take money back give the commercial bank. Now then they take back money in case then keep on for the government that they reserve day. So with that reserve day, you get profit or other profit day. Now then the bank the government they go. But all we don't see most time they don't get any challenges there. But challenges them because some of these things are good idea in the brain, but it's done badly. And when a good idea is done badly, implement well, now it results by the economic problem, yeah. But if you look friendly, just for let you go see how what happened before they come up with this, we don't see the Finance Act. Okay, then again, we don't see recently they don't hold a kind of evaluation report or some meeting where they hold like whole annual, but they hold on that the 7th time this, and then we see IMF can inside for can get discussions of plans, and then if we look at IMF again, now International Monetary Fund. But inside the IMF again, what you will know about them, their economic policy now for letting them overcome the problem who they lead and we will seek assistance. And it's how they want for can help, then they come with their own help, they still put. But if they get the conditions, they will what it will make you first reach for say then go see that problem there. And then when then they come, then they always come with the economic conditions because then they say conditionality. And one of them, now this foreign currency, now in they can put yaipa, and the other one, now this other area of the fuel, because remember, now International Monetary Fund. And so when you go meet, you make a memorandum of understanding, what in them just don't do so with IMF, the memorandum of economic and financial policies then call inside IMF then terms. So what you know, so now in concern about looking part of the currency, the forex, how they would deal with them. But here, we they say the public one, they will be sitting on the experts them for them well put the boss they will did it. We don't see the bank governor who be did it, what will be happen, the relationship between he and the government will not be so good. The idea the way don't they bring, they will even see this area wouldn't they talk about this dollar, for sell them, for sell something or transaction, for the inside dollar, but you don't they draw here and there. So you look at now what's in there at table, like say would they argue, like what they say, oh, this are the fall, the oh na the egg. Which is the egg now all pass the fall. So you begin to turn around of thing where you go just look, say, all I they try for look. Before I go begin argue about the egg and the fall, make a try make poultry. Make a just carry on and make the poultry for let people that go eat or what they use the egg for. But when you bring the idea of we begin to talk all the egg, the fish, now in they bring so and now one day then they try for draw it inside because of waiting the policy they don't do. So they say most of the policies that now we don't bring and the conditions then they change for adjust. Now adjustment policies they now for let them go meet up the condition. And remember the policies of one time here where you get inconsistent policies them as they try for bring development, how they can affect and how external donors them new ideas, they're rating back when they can't reach you, how it go affect and how that go affect you. Say you are ready for do a national agenda for development, how that one they give for affect you because where I'm African, they know they only put conditions them for who side then your money they come. Then they also put who side your money now they come. In other words, now you talk of donor people who they do business. You talk of other things and we get for come through other help. You talk of you for who do your own business. So the condition they already put back, it also affect the one there was that they not put themselves, but only because the monetary policies that they bring and that they work and that they name. So you get for look how you get for look all the time say whose model way I go try put na my own country who will get for work. You they try for bringing out a method of capitalism like in the form of the money in currency, would I go buy, would I go change, where in this place you get side, or you get for ask permission if you want come on at the airport for use and here, or the one they will not don't know if you will pay into this currency. So it begin to mix the ideas then for we see egg fall. So it's not bringing it right, say what's in the don't tell una try and make an experiment. Well, una go take it as an experiment, but we're not going to accept it as fact because that they don't put because the government, when the fiscal policy, where the discipline will be there in terms of the spending compared to the funding. When now the funding they squeeze, so you then get for go ask for IMF this because then get for write the application through UNA. So now UNA they get for can where now upon the problem say well arrange this thing. But remember, somebody we don't sneak away from all this. We don't know why he sneak. We don't know when he go come. We don't know what in work he do. The thing where he bring back, we see he bring the national shoot. So that you go able for help money transaction. But in terms of the brick and the currency now, they say dollar, what they try for do now, countries and they try for go to digital way for let money go. But the security behind it, just like somebody talk about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, the security and what it don't cost towards inflation and towards bank them become they not get way for do. But what is some banks then they do now way for do liquidity that now for let you go turn something where you go get money from her. So if you will not be get bonds, will not be get reserve, will not be get gold and diamond. So the only way we will able turn this liquidity now, this method and go for look. And it's I want to attack, squeeze here, open so and loot so. All they come towards the economy, one at the market. And the markets now for expander, you get for diversify them. So the only model one feels Now the government don't go ask this money, then the bank now don't take responsibility for put them policy or a monetary policy for the money will get for how our money will circulate. Because then they tell us these are the loopholes when IMF. But the government we don't know what are the discipline plans what them put in terms of waiting this money get for can do if them go implement them, let's say a model like get a poultry, a model like the market them, the industry, a model like agriculture, a model was something where that money go able for development, or now some type this money get for go where the model for let that money go able to transform to something we will develop while then why go they do the arrangements sometimes they go to because some of bank conditions they can actually move them at any time because some of them are adjustable policies. It's different from when they actually put the policy now in an act. But here now we see where the fund will able for revive. What in we will put in place or then and when they grow corn, how they go able for grow corn? Near the one they would they grow fall for make poultry, they depend on the corn. So they go expand them. So all the things they are, you see them, how that money get for camp. But again, as I've been saying, they try to avoid this currency, you know, the physical currency or the thing where you hold, then na digital. You see the other world them where now like in the Eastern world, now Japan, you get Russia, you get few countries, then they get this idea what they call now so-called BRICS currency. But then have for let the dollar back, you know, getting dollar, but then actually the real currency what they go to use. So but all in here is how the world, your own bank or your own place, how we go able for let we go reduce the influence of the global stage, that stage who they face for say that this problem they how we able to do and because all the currency now weaken the other world they try for weaken them. So while they want to try for weaken the currency, when then defend away forget, we save, we not go depend on that much day. All we for try do, now for do industrial model, how this money go able for go that good idea, it turn to a good idea, implement it, then bring the investment model, wherein the market people will get for involved. But here the gap between the macro economy, one at nine and they try for develop more capitalism, then they put the gap between that one, they will get for go buy retail. So the one they were in the market will get for getting idea the Casada turn onto this. You just try invest into them, not to a prototype, because what you will see is investment day. Few things and they wouldn't bring come. We see this and this. But when you compare that one day into market, you will see amount for the stage what they try for. When one of them don't reach, they call them prototype. Say like that still. Now prototype was say they show say that this year they make and I saw it can't look them. But not to sell at the sell them. So because I not get book with it. So this are the difference now where we try for see inside the market where they get for try bridge the gap of them money where they can go take to to the outside world and they get the monetary fund where they follow them things there. For try structure we own economy wherein if not something they grow, it will just they grow. All we need for do is that fertilizer now adjust or they expand because it not go affect anything for say it will affect external shock. Now internal shock. So that thing I get for the look because it they get artificial intelligence where they can, but that one day it will be a big gap for level we go to that. But the point here is all out then they try for bring now for show conditions that what they don't go do now the back for can bring an experiment for let them go see if the dollar will be hide. Sometimes at that point they then go say because some people now that they use the dollar like an asset reserve. Because when you use it as an asset reserve for say I go keep and let money not go able for escape in case I need or in case my money want let me only get a value all the time. So that idea the IMF backing try bring inside, but he left to how una the apply them. If the method una be don't put because you remember in 2021 the IMF give them a notice say that na just about a year and a half ago. For say una try August, una try let una investigate why the cash they shorting. We see the bank governor about bring some strategy, draw the ads. Now from then after the draw begin the day. Say it go when the disappearance, we will not know what thing they happen now in terms of who that will head the bank and who that will able for look policies and who will able for help the people them so that the financial we will see with the expect financial assistance and will they adjust them policy there for let them go able for go meet up people in life and condition how you go expect you go meet. But only hope say this they really look into deep into where they will open the other window, not to just open one side. Now that market down to the traders them, waiting go able for turn around or waiting the government back bring for can do with the other money. So all them other organs there go they work. So while una go just the leverage if not this una want bring. But once the market don't that the people and get them, it will work. We not say the inflation, nothing not to global, but most time like domestic factors, where if they say you see yourself to the outside world. So once you able to settle those domestic problems, some of them they will see the reduction, and then when the reduction then the pain is there, but the pain not the severe. So gradually actually the pain on the economy, but the severity like people and the differ for say oh well we are the same. Other countries and they get this no, they all get different problem now where they all be depend on laziness of some people. Then they say we will for do law left for other people and do and cause all this. Then when I have been just they watch as spectators, we not like a country we not try for do something we get involved. So we never be spectators in economic growth, we will try for be getting involved in economic growth. Let God help the one then who they get good ideas, let them implement them, but let them return them to bad ideas. But I only hope say coffee they president they Kabbalah they will see the president they go promise that place where they horticulture, but good thing we will commodity. Then place them who say land and they coffee traders, casada, but these are waiting we expect say until Ura for Canada go look waiting at this hunger and food shortage where the challenge day how they go able for solve them globally where every side they talk about them but how we not go help them. Thank you very much for giving me the platform. But I only hope say what you they face and the responsibility of Uda get for day side they do let it do what they get for do so that they not go able for get something who will lead you to another point of inflation and shortage of something. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, host friend.
You're welcome. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, for say thanks to host friend for your contribution today. Welcome on board, Alpha. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, Tripoli, thanks for having me. I want to say big thank you to Mr. Usfrain, a great man at this platform. I will start from the word. I take this word from your textbook economy. I think one major factor we make this economy, we Sierra Leone economy, not able for like stand the test of time, even though people want to compare them with other parts of the world, where then they do tremendously good or help for reduce the economic hardship. Now, because the one that within our authority, honestly, they not get experience. In the sense, I'll go back first to the governor. The governor, I'm a lecturer. Lecturer now, what you deal with now books and theories them in practical. That make when you write book and with study now certain courses then they make you go do practicum. Then you feel the reality now the ground. So one aspect will affect this government. Most of the appointees them they lack the necessary and job experience, and that's affected the economy very very seriously. Yeah, I will quote back the governor. He say he writes a book on corruption, but when come in governance, when come in way he come when they come in so he say he see the difference. So that tells you, say, waiting in a book when a theory, it's totally different on practical and things that when they happen at the field day. Yeah, I will give you another instance. You see, there people I don't know do research triple A. Trust me, if these people were, before they go make any policy or whatever paper that they write, trust me, they should have done a thorough research before facing the public, before coming at the media. We don't see so many times when they go to media, ordinary journalists, then they put them on hot seats. And sometimes they try for boycott, or some of them will get too much authoritative voice, go tell journalists, well, no ask me this kind of question, or not for don't ask me. because they don't do research. Usman talk about prototype. Before you do any policy, try forget a prototype. Try forget implement small aspect of farm and see the outcome before you're able to make them a big policy. But I don't think say they get time for that. Now that make you, if you watch that finance act where they do AAA, why you go tell somebody where they travel, where don't drag now? They say a luggage not for past $500. Anything above that is for pay tax. Does that person will pass that document or will write that paper? Has he gotten the experience with traveling? Almost research you do, whose country don't sit down there? When they go where you bag, if you pass the money with the value where they inside, if you is it good? I don't know how the people are they think. Don't like when somebody they say in the comment, only always in anything where they profit them, where favor them, it's easy to pass. And that's what they see right now. How would you go put this thing? You say not only for the one away, because I could be not listening. From this morning, I wake around 1 a.m. we own time now. Yeah. I listen to live interview. Why you go make them policies then the way on a one for make people do business, then on a one for limit the area where they for do the business in foreign currency. Does that make sense? Then commodity, how you able to promote your local currency? Why they not don't say, you know what's in law ensure say banks then get offices or then get branches them inside airport so that you able to promote your local currency. Why they not look at how they foreign bureaus them? Why they send money? Why they remit money to Africa or Salon in general? Why they not talk say, well, such amount of money that they let them pay the person where they collect them in dollars. So that at the end, you're able to get more dollars they flow in the country. When you send money in a salon, and on the other part of the country, the Africa, now we all look at currency that they give. Create a policy in that, do some research if it's workable. Other than you go make a policy where you say now all these area in the work, where they ask you, say no, the policy not cover that outside. It means you didn't do your assignment well. It means you didn't carry out a research. You're able for like law set and law do an example with this one. Law see, law implements and law see 1-2 months or 6 months. If it comes out well, then we know say yes, this one we can able for implement and nationally. But I don't know them people. Me, and really, you see, that's not the problem. Now make this partner the one, even when you want for work like the United Nations or big organization, Tripoli, they value your experience. You can get the academic qualification, but you lack the experience. And when you lack the experience, it costs the organization more for make them train you, for make you get the experience the way that they look for. And I don't cost this government too. Most of the people who then put in position, they lack the qualification, the experience. They don't have it. So they do things at the end, then they go give the president wrong information. Then they go make when it's that kind of public way they talk. Some talk in the way they talk, some people say yeah, Mr. President, I you talk so. Because there's no research being done. So for me, honestly, some of them see I don't know. We dey pray no more if we get change of government. Most of them policy and that finance act so them pass away to them call, they have to revisit those things. Because it will bring an untold suffering in the life of people in Asalundi. So the one the way this finance act or this policy not cover. So they not for do business in foreign currency. If they do business, which crime they commit? I don't know. I think what the people here sometimes. I really, when you don't sit on an office, they not get anything, so they say, oh, we not can put document policies in place. We will cover this one. That's that I mean I see. Because if then they do research, just sit on an office. They sit on an office, you write paper. They don't look the one long come out that stage day. Then say you've been making the university, just sit on you coin topic. You have to do a lot of research. I really don't understand. They know it's like I said that they gazette, and now you gazette. Practice, do something first, get the results. No, say this one, you will get this result. Even if you get effects, let the effects not major to the outcome. At the end of the day, then you able for implement, you able for come out to the public. But nothing like that. I will end with this airport issue still. Most of where they abroad, we think say this thing are play. Well, now let them wait after this election. I tell you, see wetin dey happen at airport. When you carry 2 luggage go where even a flight, you know, they pay better for wetin they call. Then they go tell you say this luggage wey it carry it now one you dey pass free, the other one you pass. Now I tell you, go begin know wetin and wetin we dey talk. How na go just sit no more? Na just the right paper on a boom, na send them. We parliament, that one also for talk. Then I for just approve. These 5 years, the amount of policies, them laws that they pass the parliament. In the previous APC government, in the 11 years or 10 years or so, they not pass the amount of policies them. So that make when you say the textbook economy, that's the exact description. When, for me, in your opinion, I think like they affect so. Because there are certain things you get for look and say, no, this one it will affect me people them. No, not just make a number for the comfort of we. Go look the Finance Act where them pass. Parliament, that is, you remember what I asked this question? What to make Parliament say they for peg the end of year or what they call to dollars? What to make, I mean something and the way they ask question, that make me another favor any party or anybody. Now what they affect people them? When the nomination, when they go to ICSN, they peg them per dollars. I ask that same question now the same platform. I say why they peg them per dollars? Why they not do we own currency and we only use. So what did they happen? You they depreciate Williams, you they make Williams no value. Because when it comes to certain things, when I put dollar before, when make when I push Williams go beyond. Is it not waiting for the friend for make Williams get more value? No wonder I didn't need money, don't value pass you. Now the thing in the wire. You can't do this in other country. No. Even in this part of the world, people, if you count with the US dollar, imagine where band no more. Where pass almost they know the whole and they tell you go change on a bank. That's what they do now. So we still don't know because they want to make the Canadian dollar flow. Because if not, the US dollar will overcome the Canadian dollars. So certain money they tell you say no, go change them. Now make most of the malls them now they get bank inside it. It's easy, you know they begin strain safe. Create a system where people know they suffer. Not create system where when you come on an office, you remember you sit down like they bet your finger. Say, hey, now I will blunder, now I will make a mistake. Anyways, people, we really need for the pray for salute. Even for the pray, we need for intensify with prayers. Let God and deliver that country day. Because I don't know if them people get the masses at heart. They just they do things how they want. I don't know you take bra.
Thank you very much, Alpha.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I want to say thanks to Alpha for your contribution. Look out to Umar. Let we hear what Umar get for we. Yes, Umar, what you get for we?
Well, thank you very much, my brother. Thank you for taking the call. And I also thank Mr. Alpha and also Mr. Roosevelt for their contribution. I jokingly write now the comment, but I think say Sierra Leone need for go look. If na Kisi Road, na didn't be Bell Sambangura. We need for go look for her. We go ask her for forgiveness. Yes. Waiting they do to that guy there, because na the only bank governor that na me your lifetime. So if somebody know any other one at your lifetime, then I call her. We be stabilized, we be know what for do. Then guy I don't know what they do. The one them before they were accept not be know what they do. You know, they don't know what they do. This guy, you know, body language. I make here and get people on when they say election time, then get people on when they pay for study politician body language. Even in a court, then get people on when they pay for what jury them body language. Now there's some people like you know say, okay, would they predict say this jury will come up this way with this case? People are there. Study the man in body language, even when we know they see him, but just the way they hearing, the way they talk. You know, say you're not sure. You're not sure of what he want for say, in the tone of a voice, the way they drag the story, when they ask some question, anybody will know what you talk. Where you know you gig right now, you see how you go boom, 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 boom. Where you don't know what you talk, you take time, you mass break, you reverse, you storm a little bit. When you know where you need a stormer, you drink water. I mean, they can give them water, so don't before them. You drink water because you're confused. The guy don't know what he talk about. But now the problem is, now the people in the wire, we talk say, them, if they give them this economy, 1 year they don't straighten them. Why we need to see JJ Safa anymore? Who say JJ Safa don't go? Because JJ Safa now the person is we tell we the Sierra Leonean and we be the follow SLPP 2018 say this economy way and as by chroma damage so the way we in the sea is so easy for them for fix if they put an hand they fix them. Who say the guy now? Why they not been put on, where they put on a finance, why they not been put on as bank governor? Let him fix this economy. Then guy had on lost track. This one would they bring back for take care of that part with the dance, with the go and dance. He don't know what in the talk about. How now make now where you didn't have freedom, people who they rent apartment, na dollar than they ask for. Very soon, Okada and Keke driver, then send the begin ask for dollar. Summarize no wrong that question we ask. If we not be careful, it matter be a win again. If we not be careful, the dollar not going for be no. It was a the Leone's not going for they nowhere to be seen. The one with the lost them they right, lost them they, even from honest by Kurma and then past lost them for toxic. We toxic. Anything we sell na salon, anything we want buy, it will be in Leone's. But now that they happen. Everybody with the rent apartment na freedom, especially the luxury apartment, well, the one what they call luxury. Now dollar than they ask for. The neighbor, where see the floor man they don't tell we say Sierra Leone economy, not in a bank of salon, not in a minister of finance, it in a street, now they hand it in, now they hold them, now they control them. Because we will not get leaders and they not sabi, they don't know how to implement. Because one thing for let you implement, you get for come up first with a good idea. Then when you put the good idea, then you try for implement them, then you try for enforce them. We will not get none of that. See, I mean, we take this as a joke, the one holding at the other aisle or the one holding at the, then they take this as a joke. We they see what people and when people and they talk, then they give them back talk. The reason why you give that back talk, you give back talk. Believe me, you not overseen that you sit down. Now overseen that you sit down. If it like go sit down at freedom for at least 6 months, maybe when you join this same show, you're not going to write back talk them na the chat side. This country they go down a drain. This country, and they say this over and over. Even when the president get time, when he comes in campaign, he never say anything to. I mean, Joe Biden craze right now. Look what in the Fed for. Right now between Democrat and Republican. What in the try for Fed for right now? Waiting at Congress right now. Joe Biden then they said one stopping trip for go Japan. For let we're not going to stand with a call. No civilized nation. I mean, you don't look at stock market. You don't look at every other things. When people then they talk about countries, then they tell you say, oh, look what I do yesterday. I go pass law say, hey, them picking and we get belly, let them go school. That's a good thing. That's not for we teacher. Can you believe? When we get the country economy to go down the drain, this man they go take praise about teenagers that we get the now for allowed in our school. That's a good thing for the economy. Who side would you go? Because we never see anybody they talk about the country economy, how for buffer down, how for hold down this inflation. Look now what they tell you next month, now June. And in the talk say June, we will need to go to 1,600,000. So we they talk, look and I say 2,600,000. So from now to December, $100. It go there somewhere close to either 3,500 to 4, either 3,500,000 to 4 million. Because if you go 2,600,000 June, then June to December, because look at the rapid rate where to go. Control no day, nothing no day. Now like fire with they born, water no day, fire brigade no day. Even the standby people will get water in a bucket, that's no day. Nobody know they for camp tell we say, no, we make this na emergency. Like way then we bring that, like way then we make that emergency training where then we get that child molestation or something. When they say emergency, state of emergency, no bring something, no put something for stop this madness. Marabio, he never even talk about the economy. He never talk about the dollar. He rise one. He never say nothing other way because it's not a danger for that country economy to go down. Demand they didn't say anything. He never even by the hour, Marabio even for the lost sleep, not for the sleep. For see which side this country economy to go. I don't know. Thank you very much. This is frustrating. Let will not take this make joke. This is really, really bad. Thank you very much, my brother.
All right, thank you very much, Omar. I want to say thanks to Omar. I open the phone line just now, yeah? Let's just look for Ezekiel. I don't know if he's there with me. Maybe he said get something. Well, I'm forward, or maybe you think so, we don't do well. But the phone line open here too. I go open and just now. Just want to look for Ezekiel. I try to be seeing here or not seeing here. Okay, I don't see him. But Ezekiel, not to know you can't say, eh? You don't follow? Because I am begin charge for me pepper in dollar. Because the money we finance the pepper in a dollar. You be done there with we, sir?
Hello?
Yes, sir. You be done there with we?
No, I get the tail part of it, but again, I think it's defending much. This should be all about the economy.
Okay, well, I will call you back like I lock the remote. Slow, just get a few callers.
Okay, no problem, sir.
The phone line open. The phone line open. Look on your screen, the numbers then they scroll there. But if you think so don't do well, then that's fine. We'll take 5 calls. If not, I will just scout Ezekiel back there, lock the remote for we. Yes, Ezekiel, no, so you don't get an idea now. Do one quick,
yes,
sir.
Yeah. All right, thank you so much, Triple A. I think me advice now to the voters then. Una get the decision for make. You know, wait and see. Then don't rig election. Now wait the voting the neck. But way the difference is so huge, there is no way we go begin for rogue people. You know, Sierra Leoneans now they feel the pain right now in the country. Right now, focus for really deeper. Anyone we can to for tell say how this economy could be better for una. Because this so the idea here, if somebody don't they drive the motorway on all the inside as passenger, and if they continue for left the main road, if they go inside bush, if they continue for go inside bush, if they tell you say now for trust them, let you give more time, let you continue for drive. Hopefully it will come back on the road for let una reach who's on the reach. They left una because that person they eventually go flip that motor because it don't left the road. This economy right now, then why have been don't left the road on this economy? You know, up to this time, wait and they talk to una, then they even tell you about how they go make sure say this thing it turn around for una. You know, if you go votes, you not focus on that day. Now you get for suffer. You know, normally we person day where it go one for next thing can't una tell you say, do ya I've been done they work hard for you. Now for give me chance again, la work for you. You know, that person they easy for believe if that 10-day way if they do anything, if they don't make any improvements in your own life. If you feel say right now your life is better, and then you want the drivers them wait and they drive you right now, let them continue for improve your life, then now for vote for the man we they in charge. But if they not provide anything, we go try for change your life around. Things that just they go worse and worse. If you feel say now so you want let them continue for drive this motorcar, well now go vote for them. But this now thing right now we go inside the list for go vote for, let you think for yourself about your own life. You know, this not a thing right now where somebody for even tell you, even the one way own a day in a house, not to for tell you say go vote for Mr. X. Now you for looking, I want to let me life better. I want to let things change for me. I want to feel peace. I want to feel say a day inside a country where I go proud of. We go inside the voting booth. Now that's you for think before you vote. If you not sit down, people then switch talk you, then not show you any plan. Tomorrow where they cry, then they enjoy, then go continue for fly, then go continue for enjoy. While you they struggle and you feature, they become bleaker and bleaker, darker and darker. It left owner. Now the time don't reach, enough fight again. No. Then go count on and lie, all kind of lie. If they not tell you a plan, where go change your life. Not go vote for that person there. Thank you so much, Triple A. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
Thanks to Ezekiel. I don't lock the mouth for we, and thank you to everybody. We take part. Tomorrow we'll go there back. Tomorrow we continue that conversation about the indigents of Sierra Leone. We continue, even though some man say topic no for go through be a mere, but we continue on tomorrow. We'll go there back tomorrow. Till we meet again. Triple A say tata.